Hey VC, it's Hannah. I am back to show you what I got in the last week. This will be part 1 of 2 because I've gotten quite a few albums in the past week and don't want to bore you too much with a super long video. The first 4 I'm going to show you here I got for $1 each, and let's get started. I was pleasantly surprised to find this one for $1. I've never seen this before anywhere, but it's the Dream Academy and self-titled. I don't know, this might be their second album, I'm not sure, I didn't look it up, but this is the one that has Life in a Northern Town. I guarantee you've heard the song. I should probably do a needle drop of it, but look it up if you don't recognize the title. I didn't recognize the title, but when I heard it I was like, oh yeah, that's like one of the key songs of the 80s. It's a beautiful song. The rest of the album's okay. It's very pop, I guess, but maybe it'll grow on me over time, but I was very happy to find this on vinyl, Dream Academy. Alright, the next one is still sealed. I didn't open it. I'm not sure what I think about it, if I'm going to open it or if I'm going to sell it, but it's Wax, Magnetic Heaven, and I had never heard of this. But it has the song Right Between the Eyes, which I looked up. I have heard that one. The rest of it, I just kind of listen to sound clips. I'm not sure it's really going to be my thing. It's very 80s synth pop sounding. So I don't know if I'm going to break the seal on this yet. Do you guys like this? What do you think? Alright, the next might be pretty corny to some of you, but it's Ronnie Milsap's Greatest Hits. I love the song Smoky Mountain Rain. What else is on here? I'm a Stand By My Woman Man. Back in My Mind Again. Just great country stuff from the 70s and 80s right here. And then we have one that I'm sure probably most of you have heard of, or you have, and that's Dan Fogelberg's Souvenirs. It's a classic folk album. I've seen many copies of this around, but this one for $1, I couldn't pass it up. It's in perfect condition. It's also gatefold. All the lyrics there. It's a good one. I'm not going to say too much about it because it's one of his more well-known albums. Alright, I was at my brother's new house yesterday. He bought a new house in the last month, and he's been setting it up, and he has a bunch of albums from one of my uncles who passed away back in the 90s. And I was kind of just looking through, and he had this one. Cowboy Junkies Trinity Session, probably their most well-known. Several of you guys have recommended this, but this is in really good shape. My uncle had really good music taste, and my brother has a bunch of his albums, so I'll probably be going over there again and taking another look. But I'm sure most of you know this. It's the classic album, very chill. I dig it. So it's in great shape too. Original. Alright, and then these last 4, or these last, there's 4 left, these 3 that I'm going to go through next, I got at Half Price Books. So this first one is Waitresses, Bruisology. Thank you, Garen, for telling me about this and kind of setting it aside in there for me. This is their second album. I think I mentioned the Waitresses before because I found that EP a couple weeks ago for $7, and yeah, I just really like Patty Donahue, and you know, it's a classic 80s band, new wave, post-punk, awesome. Alright, the next one I found at Half Price Books, I'll take this sleeve off of here. This is an indie band, a Danish indie band, and they're called Mew. Some of you may have heard of them. This is, I think, their 5th album. And this is called No More Stories Are Told Today. I'm sorry they washed away. No more stories. The world is gray. I'm tired. Let's wash away. It's a really long title. So in short, it's No More Stories. But this is a double LP, and it was only $12.99 used. And I figured I'd just pick it up. It was kind of a blind buy. But I listened to it, and actually I really like it. It's good indie stuff. They've been around since the 90s, I believe. So they have several albums. Maybe check them out if you like indie stuff. I can't believe I found this one. This is Stevie Nicks' 24 Karat Gold. I already had this on CD, you guys. I love this, but look at the price. It's only $12 sealed. I was like, is that a mistake? I picked it up. So I had to return an album, actually. I had bought Klaus Schultz's, I don't know how you say his name, Time Wind, and it was in horrible condition. So I traded it out for this, and I'm so glad I did. But let's open it together here. Kind of excited. It's a double LP. This is like a collection of songs she's kind of had lying around in her notebooks for quite some time, and she finally recorded it, I think, back in 2014. Just amazing stuff. I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan, in case you guys didn't know. I don't know if I've mentioned that in a previous video. Hang on, sorry, this is kind of, I'm trying to be careful. But I got the opportunity to see her live back in 2016. She actually came to Lincoln, and the Pretenders opened, and that was just a phenomenal concert. Stevie still sounds great. Ooh, this is nice. Nice gatefold with just tons of pictures of Stevie. Nice. It has the lyrics. That's a really nice set there. I'm a big fan of this release of hers. Favorite songs on here would be 24 Karat Gold, Bellflower, I Don't Care, The Dealer. It's just so good. Like, every single song is so good on here. I highly recommend it. So, $12 new, heck yeah. Alright, the last one I'm going to show in this haul. I mentioned this band before, you guys. You guys know I'm a huge Ruka Salt fan, so I had to pick up American Thighs on vinyl. I mean, I already have their whole collection on CD, but this is a really good pressing. This is a minty fresh pressing. That's the label. Classic album from 1994, you guys. Classic grunge. I can't say enough about them. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Nina and Louise, so this is their first album. So this one's a good pressing, however, let me get 8 Arms out. I showed 8 Arms a couple weeks ago on the orange, or they call it gold, it's orange. This is a really shitty pressing. I'm disappointed in this, actually. This barely fits over the spindle, you guys, and it just, I would say the CD sounds better, honestly. So I'm really disappointed in this, but this is a collector's item, so I'll keep it. So, good pressing, bad pressing. Just want to let you guys know. So yeah, that's it. I also went to, there was a posting on Facebook. This guy he had so many albums in these crates, and he was like, oh, they start at $3 each. It was rock, psych, classic rock, whatever. So yesterday, my boyfriend and I went over to his house, and we picked up several items. Good stuff. That was a good haul. I'll do that in the next video to keep you guys waiting a little bit. But yeah, stay tuned for that next video. And I also, on Friday, eBay had a 20% off deal, so I got in on that, and I found a vendor who was offering an additional 20% off on top of that, so I got 40% off a bunch of new albums, and I think I bought 9 or 10 of them. They'll be coming probably at the end of this week sometime, I'm guessing. I can't wait to show you guys that. I'm super excited, just a steal of a deal. So yeah, I have more vinyl coming, more hauls in the future, and you guys stay safe, and I'll see you next time.